All right, so you guys remember the whole Contrapoints thing from last week? Well, she has not responded to anyone, obviously. Many people have refuted and debunked her narcissistic Zionist bullshit, myself included. I made a short little main channel video on it. But Contrapoints has only thus far said one thing in response. She posted a comment on her Reddit, which is now highly moderated, to the point that if you post anything but like higher praise for her, you get banned, since her disastrous and disgusting narcissistic statement on the matter. So now let's see what she has said in response to the backlash that she got for that. One comment, which she immediately locked, of course. She says, "When I was in high school, Bush era, there was a football coach at my school who for some reason was allowed to teach history. He used to tell the class that he regularly rewatched a video of jihadists beheading a journalist because he felt it his civic duty to stay angry at them." She's using this, by the way, she's comparing that, like an aggressor, like Americans invading another country to massacre people in Iraq. She's comparing this to Israeli genocide colonists killing Palestinians. She thinks these are the same thing. She thinks that basically like a Nazi being angry at Jews for some imagined or real atrocity committed by Jews against Germans is the same thing as hatred the other way, is the same thing as like sharing evidence of those crimes the other way. This is a disgusting equivocation. In 2015, Fox News' website decided to host a video of ISIS burning alive a caged Jordanian pilot. Pro-lifers often use fetus gore shock images in protest. After October 7th, videos of Palestinians parading a young woman's corpse through the street inflame support for the assault on Gaza. None of this is conducive to clear-headed moral reasoning. And now she compares this genocide propaganda, this pro-genocide propaganda rather, to Palestinian journalists sharing photos and videos they have risked their life to get of Israel genociding their people. In fact, she says it's even worse. It's even worse when weaponized as a tool of harassment. 4chan Nazis used to send me photos of ISIS throwing people off buildings to make their point. This is what they'll do to you if you let Muslims into your country. Last year, leftists began regularly adding me with gore videos, she calls them. Gore videos. Gore videos from Palestine is some sort of punishment for supporting Kamala Harris. And now they're just doing it to score points in their feud with a YouTuber, but somehow we're supposed to believe this is honoring the victims. Natalie Wynn, you narcissistic fucking moron. Kamala Harris was killing those people! How the fuck is that comparable to ISIS videos? You were advocating for people to vote for someone who was killing those people. Why the fuck shouldn't you be reminded of what you're advocating for, you narcissistic Zionist piece of shit? How the fuck is that at all comparable? Anyone who ever thought this person was intelligent should be forced to explain how this comparison makes any sense. If you advocate for genocide, you should absolutely be haunted by the images of the victims of your genocide. Yes, true. And the best you got is just dishonestly saying this is the same as like people sending you videos like of ISIS executions saying that you should be executed in the same way. No, it's not. Unless you supported ISIS, which I mean, did you? Like there's not much more to analyze here than that. Like this is just a joke. This is the one thing that she has decided to say. She's not directly addressing anyone. She's just harping on the exact same non-point that she's trying to make again, which has already been refuted hundreds of times by many different people because it's so self-evidently wrong. And the best response that she has is this false equivalence, which is not even remotely close to the same thing. You supported the genocider. And what you're complaining about is being reminded that you supported the genocider, showing you the consequences of your genocide support. Yes, I'm glad that happened to you. I am 100% glad that that happened to you. You poor innocent little fucking victim being reminded of what you want to happen, being reminded of what your comfort comes at the cost of. Maybe people like you should be reminded more and more, because clearly images and videos don't cut it. Your chickens will come home to roost. They're already coming home to roost with Donald Trump. You think that you should be able to live safely without even having to think about the consequences of what your comfort relies upon being done to others. That is your complaint here. Why should I have to confront the reality of what the people I support do to others so that I can have the privileges that they grant me in order to stay quiet? That is her complaint here. It is always her complaint. She is a narcissistic fuckhead. It's always about her. She somehow managed to make images of killed Palestinians being shown to her because she supports the people who kill them. She somehow managed to make that into a victim narrative about herself. A poor little, like, Nazi voting civilian complaining that someone keeps sending them images of Holocaust victims. That is what you are, Natalie Wynn. The analogy is one-to-one. And yes, she's angrier at the people who are sharing the photos of the genocide carried out by Joe Biden, Kamala Harris, and Donald Trump all equally. She's angry that that is being shared. But she's way more angry at that than she is at the fact that they're killing those people. In fact, she's not really angry about that at all. If anything, she's just annoyed that she feels pressure to talk about it. That's all there is to it. What a disgusting freak. You should never ever watch this idiot again. Unsubscribe, don't enable her, let her dated, shitty content with nothing but supposed style over substance, let it just die out. The appetite for the sort of tripe that she makes is evaporating, and she won't adapt because she's too lazy, she never works. As I said in my previous video on her, this woman works like 2 hours a week. 2 hours a fucking week. Stop enabling her. Stop. Boycott, sanction, divest. This is a good target for that.